Hey everyone, this is Derek. This is my update for my Module 5. So this one I was working more on the shooting mechanics and the movement. What I changed this week, so with the spawning projectile, I basically made it so it's normal size transform because later on I'm going to be adding power ups that will just give you like super bubbles, so they'll be huge. So you shoot them across. Also, I basically wanted to get into the forward vector, and I'm going to eventually turn this into a variable so it can get customized because I'm going to have rapid fire, or you can just be like boom, 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 and these can shoot really fast. So I'm just kind of placing a little bit more adjustment for variables instead of hard coded. The shooting bubbles perspective, this one I basically made it so it does damage the player health, so you lose a quarter of the health. But this is basically going to be tied into when you jump on the player. So I'm currently having this off because I'm still working on how to code that from a perspective. So I'm going to have it do a check on if the player is within the bubble. If it is, then if player gets popped, then you'll be doing damage. So this will be a little bit more advanced system. But you'll see it kind of ties back to the player health variable. We're calculating adjustment for the player location, so this is kind of just tracing shots so you can see if it got hit. So this is just kind of where I basically made a few adjustments. I had to research a couple tutorials online, especially with adjusting the front fire. Movement input, these were some interesting changes that I did. So I've been working with, because especially in my middle bubble fountain area, I've been trying to get the nice fine control of more air control. So like the player can like move, change, do whatever directions that they're looking for. So this basically allows them to basically fly around, jump, be very actively fast, because this is meant to be a fast-paced shooter overall. I'm probably going to end up changing this for the stick rotation. I'm kind of debating on the controls, which I'm going to be adjusting later on for more final presentation. I also adjusted the gravity scale so the player kind of has a little bit less gravity. I increased the walk speed overall so you can be a little bit quicker. One of the key things that I did that I noticed I was getting stuck on was step height. I basically increased it where they can basically go up steps pretty easily and don't get caught. And then walkable angle, so I made it like 60 degrees, so anything with that in regards. Yeah, so a lot of the bubble fountain changes, so this will basically launch the character. This is kind of meant to be basically pushing the character constantly up. I also added the destroy actor, which I think I showed earlier. So this to show once your health gets down to 0. I think I had that a little bit more elsewhere. Yeah, so like when you hit the Z at the bottom, you end up dying. So let me minimize this. So let me just kind of show you, especially with the movement. So overall, I slowed down the shooting ability. So this is me rapidly holding it down, and this is as fast as I can shoot. Before, it used to be like rapid fire. I'm basically going to be making that an adjustment, like I said, with a global variable when you get the move. Overall, like you can see, I can move really quick. So like I was getting stuck on these little ones, so I made it so you can ramp really quick. Made it so you can kind of hold the jump and get over areas easily. So like quick avoidance, because these are supposed to be fast moving little guys. So they're meant to be like really fun and energetic type play. So I wanted it to make sure like you can still get stuck on these. So these are the type of things that you have to jump over. So these are the type of ones, but you also have ones that are like this one you still have to. But I wanted to make sure I didn't get caught on that. So it was a little bit fine-tuning on my own part. Like right there, I wanted to make sure I still got caught. So it's like a little bit of a jumping. But yeah, let me show the air control adjustments I made that I really like. So before, I could not really move around. I couldn't really rotate. But this one now, I basically have a lot more quick acceleration in the movement. And then now you're going to see right here where I get the die. So basically you see my health turn to 0, and then basically it'll respawn me. Especially I'm trying to make respawn areas, so I made the respawn area within the bubble fountain when you die within it. So you just respawn right here. I'm probably not going to make it as easy for it since it would probably allow for camping of players. And that's something I definitely do not want. But especially like the movement feel, I really like it. So like right here, you can get up certain crystals. Like this one was one of the ones I made a little bit more difficult to get up. I think I can get up this one. because these I just got to fine tune with the collision. Yeah, so like what I was kind of talking about last week, I made it so you can kind of climb up and you can adjust and like shoot down at players. I'm still debating on adding with the shooting mechanic, kind of having more acceleration once it leaves instead of like an initial acceleration. And I also adjusted like the collision, because last week, like if you remember when I go, I think it's like right here, I was getting caught up when you get too close to the big crystals. So I did adjust the collisions on those. Oh, this was the sweet spot. So this was the spot that I was like telling you about. So like this one, you're meant to be like right here, right by the doorway, boom, 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 and then you can run around. But I basically did adjust the collision so you can actually like walk up the crystals a bit so you're not getting caught awkwardly. Because I noticed that was kind of a weird playthrough when I had a friend doing it. So this is my update this week. Any suggestions or tips or better ideas, I would appreciate it. But I definitely like the feel that it's getting. It's kind of getting that quick, energetic feel. Like it's meant to be like constant battling, like boom, 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 boom. I definitely want to remove the quick turn look or make this adjustable per player because this is really fast. This kind of gives me a no limit. I basically want to be able to contribute. I'm going to start adding power-ups, which I know isn't on the list, but one of my friends gave me that idea. So I'm going to be adding 4 different power-ups next week and testing how they work in the code. So one's going to be 3-way shot, so you're going to be spawning 3 projectiles, which would be a lot of fun. One's going to be super shot, so you're going to have 5 triggered big bubbles, like huge. They're going to be like these big ones, like right here, so it'll be a lot of fun. We'll also have turbo speed, so you'll be even moving even faster. And then the other one is, I'm debating on doing invulnerability or super jump. One where you can like jump up multiple floors, so it just kind of increases the jump up, or rapid shot, like just automatic, just. These are not going to be stackable, by the way, so these would kind of be the type of thing. Once you have one, you can't grab everything and be like a god. Maybe later on, once I do some testing, I feel like it would just be a balancing issue. So thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate it. Can't wait to see everyone else's work on their updates and what I have for sure for next week. All right, take care, guys.